Now all of you probably know the Ford GT40, you know, the legendary racer that won Le Mans. Well, today we'll cover its lesser known successor. You see, in the wake of Ford's historic wins at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, the company's European division sought to extend its success in endurance racing. The result was the Ford P68, also known as the Ford 3L GT or the F3L, a car designed to continue Ford's dominance. But despite its innovative design and potential, the P68 would go down in history as one of the Blue Oval's most unfortunate misfires in motorsports. You see, the rivalry between Ford and Ferrari, famously immortalized in their battles at Le Mans, began in the early 1960s when Ford attempted to purchase Ferrari. After Enzo Ferrari backed out on the deal, Henry Ford II retaliated by diverting massive resources into developing a race car that would crush Ferrari at Le Mans. This culminated in the legendary GT40, which scored an historic 1-2-3 finish at the 1966 race. The GT40 went on to win again in 1967, further cementing its legacy. However, the landscape of endurance racing shifted dramatically in 1968 when the FIA introduced new rules limiting engine displacement for Group 6 prototypes to just 3 liters. This change made both Ford's GT40 Mark IV and Ferrari's 330 P4 obsolete in the top category. Ford, having achieved its goal of beating Ferrari, withdrew from the competition. But Ford's British division wasn't ready to quit. With a fraction of the GT40's budget, Ford Europe embarked on a new Group 6 project, leveraging the powerful 3-liter Cosworth DAV V8 engine, which had already made its mark in Formula 1. Ford Europe tasked Leman Racing, a team with experience in endurance racing, to build the new prototype. The P68 was designed around a lightweight aluminium monocoque chassis with a suspension system derived from Formula 1 technology. Len Bailey, a veteran designer of the GT40, engineered this sleek car with a curvaceous, long-nosed body that looked more like the Ferrari P3 prototypes than the Le Mans winning GT40. Under the hood was the heart of a Formula 1 car, the 3-liter Cosworth DAV V8, which in this form produced 420 horsepower at a screaming 9,000 RPM. This motor was then mated to a Hewland DG300 5-speed gearbox, and the P68 had the potential to be a race-winning machine with an impressive top speed of around 217 miles per hour or 350 kilometers per hour, as well as an aerodynamically shaped body that could rival anything on track. Unfortunately, despite its cutting-edge design and formidable engine, the P68 was plagued by problems from the start. Early testing revealed severe stability issues at high speeds, with drivers reporting that the car was difficult to control. Additionally, the cramped cockpit didn't sit well with AMR's top driver, Frank Gardner, leading to the development of a second, longer chassis tailored for him. Now the car made its debut at Brands Hatch in April of 1968, with a star-studded lineup of drivers, including Le Mans winners Bruce McLaren, John Rindt, and reigning Formula 1 champion Denny Hulme. However, the race was a disaster. One car failed to qualify due to engine issues, and the other retired while in the lead due to a transmission failure. This set the tone for the rest of the season. The P58 was fast, but its fragility meant it couldn't finish a single race. The car's aerodynamic flaws and mechanical unreliability continued to hamper its performance, and by the end of the 1968 season, it was clear that the P68 project was a massive failure. In a last-ditch effort to salvage the program, AMR developed an open-top version of the car dubbed the P69 for the 1969 season. However, it too suffered from poor reliability and failed to make an impact on the track. With no victories and, even worse, no finishes to its name, Ford eventually pulled the plug on both the P68 and the P69 projects. Meanwhile, John Wyer, the man behind the GT40's Le Mans victories, managed to homologate a handful of 4.9 litre GT40 Mark 1 chassis to compete in the Group 4 sports car class. Weyer's GT40s went on to win Le Mans in both 1968 and 1969, further highlighting the P68's failure in comparison. Today, the P68 remains a forgotten chapter in Ford's motorsport history. Only 2 of the original 3 chassis survive, and they are rarely seen outside of auctions or vintage racing events. In 2018, chassis number 2 sold at a Bonham's auction for £511,000, which is a modest sum compared to the astronomical prices fetched by the GT40s from the same era. But despite its failure on track, the Ford P68 is a fascinating car. Its beautiful design and innovative use of a Formula 1 engine and Formula 1 technology make it a unique part of endurance racing. If Ford had invested the same resources in the P68 as it had in the GT40, it might have become another Le Mans legend. Instead, today it stands as a reminder of how even the most promising projects can sometimes fall short. But at the end of the video, please let me know what you guys thought of the video and what do you guys think of this car. I personally love the design, but it is sad that this thing kinda just, well, sucked. I mean, it didn't even finish a single race. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys did like it, you must probably my other stuff. So just go through my channel, see if there's something else like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?